Joining us now for a look at what travelers can do if they bought a cruise tickets or plan to is Brian Kelly, the points guy. Brian, thank you so much for being here with us to break this down. What options do passengers have if their cruise was cut short or they were denied entry to a port because of COVID on the ship?
Well, unfortunately, with cruising, they don't guarantee that you'll hit any ports, so you aren't owed a refund. In most cases, cruise lines will offer you a discount on another cruising. But if you book through a travel agent, highly recommend asking them. And also, whether you're cruising or buying airline tickets, I always recommend go through your credit card company. A lot of credit cards will offer trip cancellation or trip interruption coverage if you book it using that card. So if you're going to travel in 2022, make sure you're booking on a credit card that gives you that free extra protection, because the credit card companies are the ones that have the money to pay out if things do go awry.
And so with that in mind, when you do buy a cruise ticket, what protection do you have if there is an outbreak?
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of coverage. You can buy COVAC travel insurance, which is evacuation coverage. If you're abroad, say you're stuck in a port and want to come home, they'll even fly you home private, but it is very expensive. As far as, if you want to insure an upcoming trip, the cancel for any reason travel coverage is what you're going to need to buy. It's really expensive as well, and you're generally only going to get about 75% back of your trip. So, it is a gamble these days. And, the cruise lines and airlines, they hold all the power. I highly recommend whenever you book, read through the contract of carriage with the airline or the cruise line to understand what you're actually buying from them, because you're not actually buying an itinerary that guarantees you to go to certain points. They have full discretion, and you got to roll with the punches these days.
Flying home private sounded really appealing to you. Said that it's very expensive. Let's turn now, though, to air travel. And thousands of flights were canceled this weekend. What are passengers' rights? Will they get their money back or some kind of compensation?
Absolutely. So if there's no compensation above your ticket, in the U.S., we don't really have passenger rights laws like they have in Europe. But if your flight was canceled or massively delayed, you are owed a full cash refund. Do not let the airline give you a voucher unless you want it for some reason. But in general, take the cash. If you incurred extra costs, like having to spend the night at a connecting airport hotel, rent a car, in general, the airlines do not owe you that. Once again, go to your credit card company. If you're out of pocket, a lot of credit card companies will reimburse up to $500 per ticket if you booked using a card with this coverage. And there are a lot of them out there, so it never hurts to check. But yeah, it was a bumpy weekend for travelers, and we're going to continue to see this, unfortunately, with Omicron spreading and staffing shortages.
Very much so, a bumpy weekend. But like you said, if flights are canceled, as you said, take the cash and run. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.